It was almost midnight when Alex reached the small railway station. The place looked abandoned. Only one weak yellow light flickered above the platform. Alex checked his ticket again. Train number 117 Midnight Express. But something felt strange. There were no passengers. No vendors. No guards. No station master. Only silence. The cold wind blew across the empty platform. Suddenly an old speaker above the platform crackled. Train 117 arriving shortly. Alex looked down the tracks, but the rails disappeared into thick fog. After a few minutes he heard it. A distant train horn. Then slowly, a black train emerged from the fog and stopped in front of him. The doors opened with a loud hiss. But something immediately felt wrong. Every window of the train was dark. No lights inside. Alex stepped into the train anyway. The doors slammed shut behind him, and the train started moving instantly. Alex walked through the silent corridor. Finally he saw someone. An old woman sitting alone in a corner seat. She slowly looked at him and whispered, "You shouldn't have boarded this train." Alex laughed nervously. "Why not?" The woman stared directly into his eyes. "Because this train doesn't go where the living belong." Alex tried to ignore her words. He sat down across from her. "Where are you going?" he asked. The old woman smiled faintly. "I already reached my destination years ago." Alex frowned. "That doesn't make sense." The train lights suddenly flickered. For a moment the entire cabin went dark. When the lights turned back on, more passengers had appeared. Alex was shocked. Just seconds ago the cabin was empty. Now 5 people sat quietly in different seats. A man in a black suit. A young girl holding a broken doll. A soldier with a torn uniform. And a pale man staring out the window. None of them moved. None of them spoke. Alex walked up to the man in the black suit. "Excuse me, when did you board the train?" The man slowly turned his head. His eyes looked empty. 1987, he said. Alex laughed awkwardly. "Very funny." But then the young girl suddenly spoke. "I boarded in 2003. The soldier said quietly, 1995. Alex's smile slowly disappeared, because the pale man by the window whispered, "Tonight." Alex's heart began racing. "This is some kind of joke," he said. But the old woman shook her head. "No joke." She pointed toward the train window. "Look outside." Alex looked out. The train was passing through a place he had never seen before. Endless darkness. No sounds. No lights. Just fog. Then suddenly he noticed something terrifying. Through the fog he saw hundreds of shadowy figures standing beside the tracks. Watching the train pass, Alex stepped back in fear. "What is this place?" The old woman spoke quietly. "This train carries souls who died suddenly." Alex's stomach tightened. "That's impossible. I'm alive." The woman sighed. "Are you sure?" She handed Alex a newspaper from the seat beside her. Alex read the headline. His hands started shaking. "Car accident on highway, young man killed." Below the headline was a photo. His photo. Alex slowly looked up. I don't remember any accident." The soldier spoke calmly. "Most of us didn't." Alex's breathing became heavy. "So where is this train going?" The old woman pointed toward the front of the train. "Somewhere none of us can leave." The train suddenly began to slow down. A dark station appeared in the distance. The sign on the platform read, "Last stop." The doors opened. Cold air filled the cabin. The passengers slowly stood up. One by one they walked toward the exit. Alex panicked. "I'm not getting off." He ran toward the other side of the train. But every door led back to the same platform. The old woman stood beside him. "Fighting won't change it." Alex looked around desperately. Then suddenly he heard something strange. A voice. Very faint. Calling his name. "Alex. Alex, wake up." The train began to fade. The passengers disappeared. The platform vanished. Suddenly Alex opened his eyes. Bright hospital lights surrounded him. Doctors stood around the bed. One of them shouted, "He's alive." His heartbeat is back. Alex tried to sit up. "What happened?" The doctor looked shocked. "You were in a terrible car accident. You were dead for 3 minutes. Alex's heart pounded. He looked around the hospital room. Everything seemed normal, until he noticed something in his hand. A small train ticket. Printed on it were the words, Train 117 Midnight Express. And below it, next departure, tonight.